Here we go again. Welcome to a chilly morning in New Hampshire. So what we're doing today is we are on the big permission that we've been metal detecting all year that I've mentioned to you guys before. And we've done a lot of exploring out here. Except we haven't gone way out there. And right now we are on one of the trails, as you can see. It's beautiful. That borders the wetland over here. There's a little bit more of these folks' property on that side, but it's this side and further out. We're in like a 500-acre chunk, at least. I mean, it's just massive. It's split up by different roads and stuff, and it's bigger on other, sides of roads. But when I park, and I look out over here, you got to remember, 200 years ago, this was all cut, all wide open farmland. And probably about the 1840s is when people evacuated, left, went for better land westward or elsewhere. So again, as we go out and explore this place, keep in mind this is one of the early grants in New Hampshire for people to settle and improve. So that's it. We're going exploring to see what we can see, what people were doing a long time ago. And as we go, we get glimpses pieces of the old farm. So wall, cart path, and that's all you can see, obviously, from here. Last time around, we went way out over the other end, and yeah, it had been worked, but we didn't find any cellar hole or, footprint from where a structure was. And really, that's kind of the objective, find where people were living out here. They were obviously working over here. Alright, I'm going to make some time, get about a quarter mile into where I turned off last time, and continue on. Okay, so here's our boundary brook that last time we skirted back this way to do a loop. It's the out there we need to go. And keep in mind, as we do this, yes, it's for the exploration and the history to see what, the old farms were like, but I also film it so you guys can enjoy being out here and the remarkableness of it all. That, again, 200 plus years ago, 1750s really. This is an early village. Long gone. Okay, let's get across this thing and go. Wow, cross that brook and it's a whole different world. Look, feel. Huh. Now that's interesting. In no way, when I crossed over and started looking, did I think settlers would be traveling through here. I'm just trying to skirt the outer edge. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 massive place rocks. It's a bridge going that way. Yeah, no doubt about it. Wow, and see? That's exactly why we go into these areas of non-attractiveness. Like, we haven't crossed wall in quite a while. It's definitely not improved. The cellar hole home site we passed is easily a half a mile back that way, but yet here we go, a big bridge going that way. Crazy. Yeah, I'm shocked by that in this. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, I love it out here, but it's not farmland. And what ancient roads we have found really do skirt around this section we're in, but yet there was a need to get through here, as we just saw. And as usual, you cross a old stone bridge, you get out here, and you wonder where the hell they were going. It's kind of really hard to tell. I mean, the trail is obvious. Is it an old cart path? Don't know. We're definitely skirting the edge of the grants, the squares. It's definitely looked intriguing up there. I'm hoping it loops around. With learning a big piece of property like this, I like to follow the established trails in the early days of exploring it, so it gives me points of reference, so when I go bushwhacking and I pop out somewhere, I can say, oh yeah, remember that. And at this point, I've mentioned, we've found 11 home sites on this side, one separated by a road on the other side. So they're out here. They're just not painfully obvious. Okay, I think I'm starting to see a wall off in the distance. Finally. Okay, so we finally have some wall. That continues on over there. Wondering, where does it go? Where does it come from? It really does make you wonder about it all. So obviously we crossed the brook, found the bridge, walked for 15 minutes to the wall, and it has not been good land. But they wanted to get over here. I mean, it could have been for livestock, but it's just ain't even good for that. Oh, keep following the trail. Okay, change of plans and direction, because that trail was leading me back to the south inside the property, but it's this northern side that I've been trying to get to. Their property borders way up there, and it's this section that I've never been to, but the trail is leading me out that way, which, with the brook obviously being fed, and it's open over there, so that's wetland. Trail's going that way. I want to get on the other side of it. So we will lose the trail, go into the unknown for a ways. As you can see, the woods are in rough shape out here. Dead tree wise. We are essentially on the first hill peak that we've come to out in this corner, away from the brook, which the trail followed pretty much the whole way. Oh, this is definitely the peak of it all. That's north. It's starting to drop down. Let's see how far I have gone since I have started. 1.7 miles. And you know, keep in mind that's not line of sight. That's zigging and zagging. That's still a long way to go inside of one piece of property. Well, I guess it's time to turn around and find a way back, because don't forget, we left the trail a long time ago. Well, as you can see, I've dumped out onto one of the old roads. This is an ancient road, confirmed with bridges along the way. The people who own it just keep it up and clean, which is awesome. And that was quite a hike. Learning this place has been an undertaking, because it's just so massive, and you get off these old roads and it's just, it seems like forever to get to the edges. We basically walked along the northern line of the property, nowhere even close to making it all the way to the end. Something else. But it must be done. If we want to find the old home sites to detect, this is what we must do. All right, get out and explore your world. See you next time.